We're here to talk about you today. We want to talk about why it is that nobody loves you. Are there songs about that? Some feeling when somebody loves you back. No, that's a positive one. I can't stand the rain. In the comment section below, what's a song about wanting to love and there being nobody who likes you back?
Lonely, I missed her.
First and foremost, I believe in love as a four-prong system, meaning that there's four different types of love. And Eros love, which is romantic love, Eros of course, relates back to Cupid, is kind of like the final stage. Each one is an evolution of the other. Now, agape love, which is the most important one, is generally a love for all things, a love and a respect and a harmony for all things. But what's the rule though? You can't love anybody else until love yourself. So agape love really is rooted in a love for self, because when you truly do love yourself, you have a respect for other people and things.
I hate you, I don't even know you, and I hate your guts.
Now mind you, if you don't have agape love, that's a great place to start, because now you can know, okay, great, my foundation is ruined, I gotta build a whole new house. You don't have to search every nook and cranny to find out what the problem is. You already know the whole ship and shebang is pretty much sinking, so it's time to start fresh. And starting fresh is a beautiful thing, so don't despair if you're in that position. Second to that is phileo love. And phileo love are people you choose. They say that you are a sum of the top 5 people that you spend your time with. More than likely, 3 of those people will exist in the phileo category, 2 or 3 at least. And so these are the individuals that you call when you need something, or when you want motivation, or to inspire you, or to motivate you, to push you, propel you, to drink with you. And if you don't have those in your life, if you don't have stable friendships, people who you can call on, people who you disclose things to, it's very difficult to understand how to build a romantic relationship when you don't have that base. Building up from that, there's storge love, which is the love you have for your family. Now, storge is closest to Eros. It is a deep devotion-like love. It's almost a little addictive as well, too. When you storge love somebody, it's like on that unconditional love. I would go to the ends of the earth and back. And a lot of people, not of their own fault, but then as you get older, it kind of is, don't have a good relationship with their family. Don't have anyone that would actually consider family or close family that they can trust and rely on, or that satisfies them. It again is difficult to understand how to create a positive Eros love. So I say that to say, look at your life right now, all the different 4 categories, and are you successful in those 3? Do you have successful examples of relationships in every single category? And if you do, then you're probably primed to meet your next Eros partner, if they're not already in your life as is. I mean, that the problem as well, as we'll touch on next, is that a lot of people are looking for their greatest love story, not accepting what their greatest love is. There is a drastic difference between people that you can love and those you can build a life with. And I don't mean life in the permanent sense, you're not at that age yet, but I just mean a meaningful relationship that benefits you, that betters you, and that nourishes you, that you get to be your best self around. We're taught so much about the Disney love, the person who leaves us tongue-tied and we lose ourselves in them and we're hiding in the bushes and we feel sick to our stomachs. And while that's a really great story, it's not really the best place to stem a positive union out of. And a good union is about individual growth through a shared passion for mutual partnership. And it's hard to grow when you don't have a security in the partnership. So I would look at it in that terms. You might be looking, for your next greatest love. And if you are somebody who has love all around you, it really might just be where you haven't tapped into yet. And I'm not saying settle. It's a matter of being decisive and wise and knowing what makes your life feel great and what elements don't. And if a painstaking love that you're constantly chasing and you feel nervous about and you're always checking your phone, is your recipe for a happily ever after, then so be it. If it's the person who you can share jokes with, you can share your biggest successes with, that you can't wait to talk to, you can't wait to vent to. If there's someone like that in your life, I would definitely think, maybe my greatest love story is the person that I thought I loved a little bit less than I'm supposed to have. The next big mistake people make is they're looking for a prince or princess to save them rather than a king or a queen to match them. You cannot have one person turn your pumpkin ass having life into a golden carriage. You have to already be leading the life that you love and enjoy, not looking for a savior to pick you up on their horseback ride and ride you into the next town where all of a sudden things are about to be hella lit. The love story starts with yourself. I wrote an article for WDish, which I'll link down below, that talked about how to have an effective summer fling. And it really is an effective fling, period. But the key component to having an effective fling or relationship is you need to be flinging all over the damn place. You need to be flinging with yourself. Flinging with your friends at dinner, flinging with your family on, family game nights, flinging with your coworkers, flinging with, I'm saying the word fling, it sounds like I'm saying fleeing. Fleeing? Oh God, don't talk about fleas. We'll talk about that at the end. And the final reason why nobody loves you back and you can't find anybody to kiss and make out with and choose you is because you wouldn't choose your damn self out of a lineup. You wouldn't. You think you're too fat. You think you haven't finished school yet. You think you're too poor. You think your car is too janky. You think your apartment is too bad. You're embarrassed to live with your parents still. You wouldn't pick yourself. You don't think that you're worthy, you don't think you're deserving, and everybody else can feel that energy off of you. When you choose yourself and when you are in a love affair with yourself, that energy is contagious and you'll start to see things manifest around you in that same way. Funny enough for me is, as I talk about a lot, I just came out of a long-term relationship that wasn't that positive. And I was saying to my friend maybe 2 months ago, I was just like, I'm just ready for my next greatest love story. I'm just ready for it. And then she was like, you're already in it. And then when I started to assess it and the great relationships I have in my life, the one I have with myself, I am in my greatest love story right now. And people can be added to that, but no one can take that away from me. And no one can choose to give that to me, because somebody who gives you something can always choose yourself. Every single morning, wake up and do something that makes you choose yourself. And if you don't choose yourself right now, isolate those reasons and choose to do something about it. So if you clicked in this video because you felt I was talking to you with the title above, then I urge you to do all the steps that I talked about previously and get that love in your life, because it's lovely and you deserve it because you're lovely. I can't top that, so I'm just gonna shut up. First and foremost, I had to do some work on my own part. I had to finish up my schooling. So now I am officially complete. I have my associate in sex education and I am a certified clinical sexologist. And that means I have a great base now to start actually counseling and helping people, and I am allowed to open up a practice to start counseling and helping people. And so I thought, what better way to really start this venture with you guys and to do it online, to make it hella affordable. Go in the description box below. There'll be instructions on how you guys can order sessions with me.